Hello students, myself Mohit Pandey. In this video, I will explain you derivation of Coulomb's law from Gauss's theorem. So now please consider a charge Q is placed at a point O in space as in figure you can see. This is Gaussian surface. This is a small element surface ds, and this is electric field intensity, and the plus q charge is placed at point O. So now please consider a point P which is situated at distance r from the charge q. The Gaussian surface will be spherical. You can see here the Gaussian surface will be spherical, and it has been said that the electric field will be directed radially outwards. You can see here this is radius, and also the direction of electric field is directly outwards, बाहर की ओर and radial direction. So the net flux coming out of the Gaussian surface of radius r will be phi e is equal to integration over the closed surface vector E dot vector ds, and it is written as phi E is equal to integration over the closed surface E ds cos theta, because vector A dot vector B is equal to AB cos theta. Understand? So phi E is equal to integration over the closed surface EDS cos theta. Here theta is equal to 0 degree. Understand? And phi E is equal to EDS, because cos 0 degree is equal to 1, and phi E is equal to E integration over the closed surface ds. E we can comma here, and phi E is equal to E dot 4 pi r square, because phi integration over the closed surface ds is equal to 4 pi r square. This is equation number first. But from Gauss's theorem, phi E is equal to 1 by epsilon naught into total charge inside Gaussian surface, that is phi E is equal to q by epsilon naught. Equation number second. From equations number first and second, you can see here again please, phi E is equal to E dot 4 pi r square, and phi E is equal to q by epsilon naught. Equation number second. From equations number first and second, E dot 4 pi r square is equal to q upon epsilon naught, and we have E is equal to q upon 4 pi r square. By transposing, we have q by 4 pi epsilon naught into r square. That is equation number third. Imagine a test charge q naught situated at point P. यदि हम ये कंसिडर कर लें कि पॉइंट P पर, हियर पॉइंट P पर एक टेस्ट चार्ज q को रखा हुआ है हमने, तो उस केस पर यहाँ पर हमारे पास दो चार्ज हो जाएंगे, फर्स्ट एंड सेकेंड चार्ज, और द टू चार्जेस आर प्लेस्ड इन a surface. They will force to each other. The force will be attraction force or repulsion force, and according to Coulomb's law, the force is directly proportional to the magnitude product of the magnitudes of charge, and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Understand? You have already taught. And F is equal to q naught into E. That means imagine a test charge q naught situated at point P. Therefore, force acting on charge q naught due to charge q can be written as F is equal to q naught into E, and F is equal to q naught into, here from equation number third. Equation number third, the value of E, q by 4 pi epsilon naught into r square. That means F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q naught by r square. Equation number 4 is required expression of Coulomb's inverse square law of electrostatics. Thanks very lot. Thank you very much.